Hello there, you're now listening to an episode of Reflect with Bookie Pod. I'm your host, Oluwa Bukola, and here we talk about your Christianity journey, healing journey, and life experiences. Merry Christmas in arrears and Happy New Year in advance. Today, if you're listening to this, I'm going to be dropping this episode on 27th of December. That is Saturday, and I am really excited because the thing is, an episode was meant to drop I think about 4 days after I released episode 8, but due to the whole Christmas preparation and everything, and of course I was trying to work towards it, but it was not just coming, and the whole stress was, oh my god, it was too much. But finally I am here, and today I'm going to be talking about something that is a bit personal, and it was something I was reflecting on the past 3 days. The past 3 days have been really emotional for me. It's been a roller coaster of emotion, right? And I just felt since I'm going through something like this, I prayed to God, of course, and he gave me this inspiration that there are people out there that are currently going through this same phase as you are right now, and they don't have the right people to meet to talk to, or they don't actually know how to get over it. They feel down, they feel stupid, they feel they failed, and they just need someone who is going through something they are going through to speak to them, so they will understand that they are not in this alone. But before I go for that, I want to ask, how was your Christmas celebration? Did you kill turkey? Did you kill ram? Did you kill cow? You guys, this year we killed cow. My dad really did it. He wasn't even joking this year. But this year was really fantastic. And guys, I had the most amazing day yesterday / this early morning. My family and I, we actually went out, we traveled. Let me just say briefly traveled, and it's really been fun, and I can't wait to share most of my experiences with you all in my next episode. I might actually be sharing some behind the scenes vlogs and all that on my personal page. So if you're not following my personal Instagram handle, I'm going to put that in the description box, and I'm trying and share some content also on Reflect with Bookie Pod Instagram handle. So just check the description box of this episode and you definitely see it there. So what we're going to be discussing today is being human or trauma bonding. I'm trying to differentiate between the two, and I am also trying to bring more enlightenment to so many of us regarding both of them. So the thing is, have you ever felt you felt you missed someone you had to walk away from to protect your peace, your mental health, and in order for you to grow, or let me say you guys were not in alignment in terms of your goals, visions, and what you wanted to do, stuff like that. I know you guys understand what I'm trying to say, right? And it just comes, and then you beat yourself up. I thought I was over this phase, I thought I was over this person, and the thing is, missing this person can just randomly come at any point in time. And I'm trying to say, in terms of friendships, friendships break up, it can be really, really hard, and it is so painful. I saw one post on TikTok, and they were oh my god, friendship breakup is actually even way more painful than an actual relationship breakup. And I was trying to put two and two together. I'm speaking from my own experience. So friendship breakups, they are so painful. Honestly, you cannot just move from me, because this person is someone you talk to every day, things and all that, right? And to some other people, it may not really they may not really feel it. So sorry if I'm stuttering in this episode, but I'm just speaking from my head, and just trying to process my thoughts and say it out in the right way, right? So anyways, as I was saying, does it make you weak? You constantly beat yourself up, you get angry, you get pissed, you get irritated, and then you just feel like, oh my god, it's like all I've been like working hard, I've been really, really working hard to like move forward, to do some other things, and then this is coming. And funny thing is, it can come at a point where you feel like, oh, you're definitely over this situation, you're definitely over this person. It could be your, like I said, friendships, your family members, or even like a very toxic ex. It could be, it could be three: a situationship, relationship, friendship, right? And then you're like, I thought I was over this phase, and I thought I was over this person, and why is it coming now when I don't need it? You just find yourself like tearing up. If I just see yourself, like, you won't even know when the tears start rolling from your face. You won't even know when your mood will just change, like from high to low. Every like, the thing just comes at an unpredictable moment, and you feel like you failed with how much effort like you put into it to get over like this significant person that has like constantly like been a routine in your life. Sometimes the thought comes, and most times something triggers you. It could be a memory you and your friend once shared, or your family, it could be a song, or it could be something someone said to you, someone close said to you, like, or maybe the loneliness, the reality hits you, and you find yourself, you start asking yourself questions like, why do I miss this person? Like I already said this. You ask yourself, is this normal? Is this trauma bonding, or are you just being weak? Like I said earlier. First thing is, let me tell you something, and I'm going to say this boldly and clearly. It is actually okay to miss them, if I'm being honest. It is okay to miss them. Now, don't get me wrong. Missing someone does not cancel the reason you left. Missing someone does not mean the relationship was healthy, or your relationship with the person, your family, your friend, Missing someone does not mean you made a wrong decision. You didn't just lose a person, you lost a routine. This person was part of your daily life. You talk to this person every day, you see this person every day, you shared a lot of secrets with this person. Yes, you lost someone that you lost the familiarity. Yes, how your closeness to the person, how you and this person related. You lost the version of life you imagined with this person. That's like in terms of like relationship, or your friend, in terms of friendships, like the goals you guys had. Okay, maybe you guys had plans on we guys travel the world together, this and that, family. Okay, yeah, this person did good to me. And in terms of family, if we're talking about like these situations, like about missing and all that, like there's so many people that them being on their own is even way better than them hanging around their family. Sorry to say this, like I'm sorry to say this, but I'm just trying to be I'm trying to be respectful to avoid dragging, honestly. But the thing is, there are some people that their parents did not like raise them properly. Like I have some friends that their parents like did a lot of harm to them than good, if we're being honest. And they just like feel, oh my god, I don't want to be emotional, so like they feel this, like they whenever they miss that kind of like parenting love, because most of them did not get that love, especially when it came like in terms of parent and all that. And then they tear up, they get emotional. It could be from when they're like seeing how close like a friend of theirs is with their parents, with their mom or their dad, and they just like tear up, and they're like, oh, they wish they actually had something like that. So I hope you actually like get the concept of what I'm saying, right? So the thing is, when silence feels loud, it does not mean you should go back. It just means that you're human. We're human beings. We are allowed to like have a lot of feelings. We're allowed to express our thoughts, our feelings like in different ways. Let me tell you something. The human side will definitely like think about it. And something I know about me is that me, let's say if I go through like a friendship breakup, or maybe like break up with someone and stuff like that, like I just know something that, I tend to like push away the thought of the person. I try to set my mind on something else. I try to focus on, maybe things that of course make me grow, things that I enjoy doing. It's not something that always being imposed or forced on me. And I realized that I was actually like, not giving myself enough time to process the whole situation, not giving myself time to like heal, to cry, to express how I felt about the whole thing. And I realized that when I was bottling like a lot of these emotions in, it was causing more harm than good to me. And I would like just react aggressively towards someone that is close to me, or the thing will just dawn on me one day, and then I'm just like bawling my eyes out, and a lot of emotions which are not like it's not something someone will need at that particular point in time, if we are being honest. So till I learned to start giving myself grace. And the thing is, we have to like ask ourselves these questions. Why does it like hit suddenly at that particular moment? The thought of that person will just come to mind. Sometimes you're fine, and then the thoughts, like I always say, like I've been saying, the thing will just come unexpectedly. And someone close to you can say something that will just open a wound you thought was already healing. Triggers does not mean that you're not healing. Please, let us understand this. They just mean that your mind is still processing change. You went from like a constant communication to like not talking to this person at all. The kind of shift that can make anyone feel like lonely. It can make you feel confused or emotional, even when the relationship was toxic. Doesn't mean that like triggers cannot. It doesn't mean that you're weak. Please don't like beat yourself up. Don't constantly bash yourself that I thought no. The thing is, healing takes time. We need to understand that to heal properly from something, healing takes time. Healing is not just something, boom, you just know. If you don't give yourself proper time to heal, my darling, like, I don't even want to emphasize on, how things could probably like be later on. Bottling up emotions is not the best. Like, I'm just going to give you that advice for free. Coming from me, it is not the best. Another question like we have to like ask ourselves is it trauma bonding or just missing the person casually? Okay, so let's talk about trauma bonding, because this is where a lot of people get confused. Trauma bonding is when you miss the cycle, the highs and lows, the chaos, the emotional attachment that keeps pulling you back even when you're hurting. But not every feeling of missing someone is trauma bonding. Missing someone normally is, yes, this person was here, thinking about the person, but then understanding why you chose yourself and why you decided to leave that toxic situation. Okay, but trauma bonding is you missing the cycle. You're ignoring, you're giving excuses for bad behaviors, you're ignoring the whole thing because you just want to, have peace of mind. You just can't stand being away from that person. Then you walk back there knowing fully well that this situation is not the best for you. At times, it could be like you miss the conversations, you miss the attention, the comforts, the idea of, what you guys could have been or what this person could have been. And then you now ask yourself this: do you miss who they truly were? Or do you just miss that you hoped, you hoped, okay, this person will be like this? Do you miss peace or do you miss the familiarity? Please, let's think about like these questions. Like, ask yourself these questions. Sit down, speak to yourself genuinely and ask yourself, like, answer these questions genuinely. At least when you're talking to yourself, you will not feel ashamed, because some people may not like want to talk to anybody about it. You may not even just want to like open up about it. But the thing is, speak to yourself and pray to God. Ask the Holy Spirit to direct you. that, okay, I actually want to heal from this issue, or I don't want to go through this particular problem. Or one day you just have to like pray. You have to pray, you sit down, and then you now finally realize that, I can't keep taking this thing again. I can't take this thing in at all again. I have to let go. If I want to grow, I have to move on. It is not easy. It is very painful. Yes, I understand that. The fear, the thought of what will people say? How will people react? How would I feel? Will I be able to? My darling, you will be able to breathe. And the thing is, people will definitely talk. That is why people have mouths. People will talk, they will say the unsayable, they will do the unthinkable. People will do that. But the thing is, what they do, what they say, it doesn't matter. And it cannot compare to the peace that God has for you. John 14 verse 27. The peace God has, it will give you is more than the world can give. Listen to that, baby girl. Read that in your Bible. And when that peace, that sense of peace comes, when God gives you this peace, there is this particular, the fear is gone. You feel safe. And one day you just think about it. Wait, anybody but and you will just laugh. And you're like, oh my God. Sometimes you just after a while, you just be like, thank God I did not. Do you understand? Thank God I stopped being friends with Lolo. Thank God I had to break the cycle of abuse from my family. Do you understand that kind of a thing? And you just have this big bright smile on your face, and at the end of the day you realize that everything is worth it again. You feel good about yourself. You love yourself. You see yourself in this different light. But the process of you making your decision whether to leave or whether to the decision you made to walk out, the process of the process is not going to be easy. Let me put it like that. I will not lie to you. The process is not easy. It is not going to be easy. Oh my God, the tears will come. The tears will come. But the thing is, having encouraging people around you during periods whereby you are hurting is actually a very good thing. So that's why you have to pray to God that, God, please, the right people that you've destined to be in my corner, let them find me. That's one simple prayer I pray every morning, and God has been answering that prayer. You don't need up to 10. No. There's some people that, yes, fine, they have good friends, they have more than 10, 15, and that they are always there for them. That, yes, they are lucky. There are people like that God has blessed. But you say, God, the people you've destined, don't miss that word. People that would help me grow, please. And another thing is knowing who to talk about your situations or whatever you're going through with, the type of people you can discuss it with is very important. That's why we need to ask for discerning spirits. It's not just anybody you see that you just open your mouth and talk about your situation to. And there are even some people that even when you tell them, they're like, I knew that you and this person were not going to be good friends in the first. They will just mock you. They won't be excited to share your story. Let me tell you, there are people like that. It may even be people that you don't expect, or people closest to you. But the thing is, you don't need to fight them, because they are not the ones that are causing your pain at that particular point in time. You don't need to fight them. You do not need to. The devil will bring a lot of distractions, bring different thoughts into your mind, into your head. But the thing is, you have to pray and listen to the voice of the Holy Spirit, because the devil will mislead you, and it will lead you into an entire situation that you will not even be able to handle. You won't be able to quench the fire. That is why we need discerning spirit from God to know what to do at that particular point in time. Let me tell you, people will test you. Your family, people close to you will test you. I will not lie to you about that. But the thing is, we have to ask God for grace to be able to handle the whole situation. There are people that they are going through a lot of situation that what they are even going through, but yet they keep adding more and more. At that particular point in time, some people may even want to end it all. Some people may just be like, what is this whole thing again? Like, you get, I don't know if you're understanding what I'm trying to say, right? But I will not lie, like, I'm currently dealing with something like, similar to this. And when it gets so, like, tense and annoying, I will just sit down. I'll be quiet for like a while. And I'll just be like, God, like, what is going on? What kind of situation is this? Like, I'm trying my best to be very patient. And the Holy Spirit to tell me, Buki, you need to pray to God. Tell him to give you the grace and the spirit to be more patient. And when I started praying, and I know God has definitely been answering that prayer, because it's not easy. It only takes God's grace. It takes God's grace and patience for you to be able to scale through this whole situation. I'm not going to lie to you. That one is sure, and that one is truthful. And the thing is, avoid distractions. Like, I was talking to someone, and then she was like, oh, she's trying to get over this, and our friends are, moving forward. Some of them are getting engaged, some of them are getting married, some of them are, in relationships. People that she even advised to be in relationships and all, they're actually like in relationships. And she's seeing the pictures on social media, and it's not like as if she's not happy for them. She's definitely happy for them, but she just gets, the thing just triggers her, makes her emotional, that, oh my God, she thought this was, do you understand, that kind of a thing? And I was like, you know what, the thing is, life will move on, life goes on. People are growing, people are progressing. Someone cannot stop their progress or something because of you. They can't stop their happiness. No. The thing is, you actually have to brace up, accept it, and know that life will definitely move on. It can't wait, it can't pause for you. No. They say the clock is ticking every second. It's time waits for no man. Now, during that period, the devil will want you to be jealous. The devil will want you to, you want to lose connections with those people. No, that's not what you need then. You need to remind God, if you can do it for this person, God, remember my situation. That's the prayer point. God, remember my situation. Don't forsake me. Don't forget me. God, you see, tell him exactly how you feel in your mind. You see, that's something about we like some of us, like, we don't even know how to, like, it's not an insult, but some of us don't know how to, like, direct our prayers. We don't know how to, like, have, these conversations with God. And that's exactly why my podcast is here. This is to build your Christian journey and your relationship with God. The thing is, if you don't have a relationship with God, my dear, that means you don't even know what you are doing in the first place. The thing is, your relationship with God is what matters. It is the most important of all. That is what you need. You need God. You need to have that one-on-one conversation, like, God, like, Father, I need your help. He's like a friend. You talk to him like he's your best friend. You gist with him, God. See my mind. Like, I mean, whenever I'm talking to God, you see, that's my most happiest and most comforting place to be, in the presence of Abba. The presence of God, honestly, it is my most happiest. Whenever I'm alone and I'm talking to him, that is when I am so happy. That's when I feel this sense of joy in my heart. And after the conversation, I feel fulfilled. So use your exact words. Tell him word by word. Express yourself to him. He doesn't judge. God does not judge. He will not judge you for how you feel. No. He will definitely judge us on Judgment Day, though. But he won't mock you. He won't make fun of you. Humans may make fun of you. Humans may mock you. People you share your issues with, they may laugh at you. You may think they care. They may use it to mock you. But one thing God will never do, God cannot do that. So tell him instead. And then, trust me, once you do this process, you come back and tell me later that, Buki, thank you. Of course, you will thank God first, too. So, yes. And I really hope we enjoyed this episode. I don't even know how many seconds this has entered. Okay, it's about 24 minutes now. So, anyways, I'm actually going to, like, end this right now. by saying this. So if you're listening to this and you're missing someone, you have to let them go. And the thing is, you have to be gentle with yourself. Healing isn't about pretending you didn't feel anything. It's about feeling it without letting it pull you back. Don't pull back into what hurt you. Okay, missing someone does not mean that you should ignore the truth. You can miss them and you still have to choose yourself. Remember why you left. It was unhealthy, it was this, it was that. And let me tell you, because you miss someone does not mean that you're weak. You're not broken, you're not failing, or you're healing, but you're not failing. You're human. You're learning how to choose peace over familiarity. I really do hope that this episode will bless someone today, and someone will definitely understand, and your thoughts, you see them. There's something I used to say, that I want you to feel safe. This place is a safe space. I want you to know that yes, there's some things that you're going through that are very, very relatable, okay? And I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed recording this episode. I really hope you guys do. Thank you for listening, and remember, you can miss them and still move forward in life. I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait to speak to you all in the next episode. Have a wonderful and lovely celebration. Bye for now.